Hi, this is Mr. Smith, and in this video I'm going to show you around eCampus and also MyMathLab. Now you won't be able to see my whole screen, you'll just see a portion of it, so just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get it started. When you first sign into eCampus and you sign into our course, you should be here. Now I have 3 courses, so you may not be this one here, but you'll be one of the 3 that I have. And they're all set up the same. So first of all, when you come in, you should be on the announcements page. And so you should read the announcement. It tells you what you can see here in eCampus and gives you some first week information that you should know. So make sure you read through that. There's a couple pictures from my summer vacation, or summer, how about my winter break vacation? And then you can see there's a welcome video there, a syllabus video there, which goes over the syllabus. And then I'm currently making this video tour, and so that'll be there as well. So make sure you read that and make sure you follow the directions there. So the next thing I would point out to you, and it's something that is discussed in the announcement, is you need to go and print out the syllabus. So you can go here and, the main thing is that you understand what's in there, and I would encourage you to highlight the important information, and if you have questions, make sure you make a note of those, and you can email me or you can call me, and I can clarify any questions that you have. All right, next we have taking an online course. So if you click on this first link, this is getting started with online classes, and this is something that Dallas College put together, and I think it was done very well. So I would encourage you to at least look through this if you haven't already discussed online courses. And I think it's pretty good. I think you'll find some good information in there. And then let me go back to the other one. So this is the second one, and this is actually, if you read the other one and you're like, man, I'd like to get more information than that, well, there's more here. So in fact, if you look through here, we just did getting started. There's 4 others that you can look through as you need, as you feel that you want to or need to. So the main thing is we just want you to be prepared for online courses. Let's go ahead and move on to the next tab. So there's 2, actually this will be the most common place that you'll go. You'll click on weekly learning modules, but before I go in there, I want to go into the MyMathLab tab. Now the first time that you click anywhere in either the learning modules or MyMathLab and you click on assignments or something related to the MyMathLab program, it should have you sign in the first time. So you'll have to put in your email address and what other information they ask for. My understanding is it's pretty simple. Once you've done that, though, you should make sure you come in here and run the browser check. And you can see that I don't have anything that I need. So if there were things you needed to download, those would be right there. And then the next link is the assignment links. Now normally you'll get to the assignments through the weekly folders, but they are all here as well. All right, so let me click out of there. And then this is the grade book for MyMathLab. You can click here and it'll show you the details of how it's calculated. And not going to be anything in there for a little bit. You have the e-text, so this is your textbook. You also have access to the textbook when you're doing homework, and I'll show you that in a little bit. It'll take you to the section that you're currently on. If you click right here, you can go to anywhere in the book. It's basically your table of contents. All right, and then the next one is called the Multimedia Library. And I'm going to be putting videos and PowerPoints into each section, the video sections. And basically, you have access to all that through here. So for example, if we're in chapter 5 and you want to see all the videos and things for section 5.2, and you can click on here and they're all right there. But again, these are what you're going to find in your weekly folders under the videos link. All right, this next one is called integration support. And you may be asked to go there if for some reason you have some kind of technical issue with MyMathLab this semester. Let's hope not. Last semester went really well, so hopefully we'll have another good semester. But they may have you go in here to get information so they can fix whatever problem you're having. And then there's some accessible resources in here you can look at, but that's about it. And then let's go into the weekly learning modules now. So in the resources folder, I'll put things, actually, let me change the view here. This is what you'll see. So this is for the calculator, so that's a resource I want you to have throughout the semester. Anything else like that would go in here in the resources folder. I'm going to arrow back, and is that going to work? Let's see. There we go. And go into the week 1 folder. That's this week. And so there's a little description of what's going on. Notice you need to do these section in quiz 1 with an average of 70% by 2/7 in order for me to certify you as attending. So these first 3 assignments here are actually, like, if you're really great on this calculator, you may not need to view that. As far as entering answers in MyMathLab, there may be some problems where you may need to do something and you're not sure how to do it. This is where you can go, and it'll just kind of show you how to enter answers. If you're not real comfortable with technology, definitely want to go through there. This is a folder that I definitely recommend for you to go in there and look at what kind of topics are in there. And there may be some things there. This is stuff that MyMathLab put together, and there's some good things in there, and there may be something that you're interested in. Otherwise, you can see you have a video for section 1.1, or a video section. It's not actually just videos. It's mostly videos, and then you also have a link to a PowerPoint for this section, PowerPoint notes, and then this here is a link to the textbook for this section. Now these are the videos you have access to. Notice the first one here says 1T. Remember, that's my nickname, 1T, because my name is Scott Smith, and Scott is spelled with 1T. And so this is the video that I made for this section, and this is what I would have presented in class if we were meeting face-to-face. So of course, that's what I recommend you use, and then the other videos will be available as you're doing homework. If you click on the help buttons and there's a video available, these are the ones you're going to see. So the main thing in the first couple of weeks is you need to learn how to use these resources to learn the material, and then once you've done that, you go in and do the homework. While you're doing this, I would take notes just as if you were in my classroom taking notes. And so those notes would be available when you're doing homework and as a backup when you're doing quizzes. Ideally, when you take a quiz the first time, you maybe want to see if you can do it without your notes. But if you don't do that well, then use your notes the second time around. That would be my suggestion. All right, so let me get out of here. I can arrow back, or I guess I need to arrow back. All right, so now I'm going to go into the actual homework assignment. And you can see this is section 1.1. It's due on the 7th. And if you're late, you get half credit. And actually, I think I'm going to go into a different section. Let's go. Oh, let's see. I just realized that's going to be a problem. So let's go into week 2, I think that will be a better. And by the way, you could go here and click on weekly learning modules, or you can click over here, and then I'll go to week 2, and let's go in here. I need to find a good problem. There we go. All right, so 2 to the 5th problem, I'm going to get this wrong. I'm going to say it's 10, and I'll just hit enter again. Now right below here it says check answer, so I'll click on that. And this is my 3rd time. It says final check. You can't see it because it's out of the screen, but right below here it says final check. And notice now I can go to the next question, or if I click on similar question, right now you can see this problem's been missed. If I click on similar question, it'll give me a new problem. And let's see, I need to find 5 to the 4th power. I think that's 625, but let me just make sure. Yep, that's 625, so let me go ahead and put in 625. And then again, right below here, check answer. And now you can see when I click on next question, that red X is going to turn into a green check. All right. Now, so one of the things I want you to see in this video is that you have the opportunity to get 100% on every homework assignment if you're willing to go back and make corrections. Now, the other thing that's available to you is question help. So I can click on help me solve this, and it'll help me solve this problem, and then it'll give me a new one. Or I can click on view an example, look at that, and then come back and do this problem. If I click on textbook, it'll take me to this section, 4.1 in the textbook. I wouldn't worry about StatCrunch. I don't think we're going to need that. The other thing is if you are having a problem and you need some help, you can click on Ask My Instructor, and it'll email me the problem, and you can put in your question. And a lot of times I'll get those, and I'll send back either a written response or a video response depending on the problem and how complicated it is. You can also print out your homework and then do it and then go back and put your answers in. Just be careful. I know that I've been told a long time ago that the problems might change if you don't do things correctly, so that's something to be careful of. But all right, so that's homework. And we're going to leave here and go back to eCampus. All right, so we've got on these here, so you can click on here and you'll be able to email me. You can click on here and you can see your grades in eCampus. Now you're not going to see anything in here until after the first test, and then I'll have a homework average, a quiz average, and a test 1 average, and you can see what your grade is. But that'll be after test 1. Up until that point, just be careful with MyMathLab. It's going to give you a grade, but I don't actually count the video assignments in your final grade, so that's currently being counted, but it won't count later. The help button here, this is for eCampus help. There's a phone number, and you can click for online support. And then if you click on resources, there are some things in here you may want to check out. Academic advising, career services. There's other things in here, librarian. And if you click here, you can, this is where you'll go when we have our office hours, which I call student hours. That's where you'll click on here, and then you can enter a session where basically I can show you how to do problems on a whiteboard. I can pull up my window and I can go to MyMathLab. There's a lot of flexibility there. And then let's see, we have the the Math Tutoring Center. If you click on here, it gives you directions for how to get free tutoring through Brookhaven. And then finally, if you need to talk to somebody in our division office, you can click on here and have a virtual session. And the only thing I skipped here is learning materials. I don't know a whole lot other than we've been told to leave this here. This is where you should be able to find all your materials for all your courses. I don't know how useful that is here, but anyway, we're not allowed to take it out. It's there for you. All right, so I think that's all I have to say, and I hope that that made things real clear. If you have any questions, just contact me, and I'd be glad to help you out. Have a great semester.